The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Well, football has plenty of poets and artists, but there is only one Roberto Baggio, the most elegant, the most expressive, the most eloquent of them all. He was, at one stage, the very soul of Italian football.
Purity, a real example of timeless excellence. I can say no more than that.
And this is Beckham. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Raul. And this is Roberto Baggio. He's looking wide. There's the delivery. Upamecano attempts a clearance.
Pires really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the pass is intercepted. Beckham. Van Basten. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And back to the keeper they go. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he latch on to this? Alexander-Arnold. Jordan Henderson. Beckham. And this is Lewandowski. And it's Beckham. And it's Scholes. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Not the most convincing of passes. Raul. Not the most accurate pass. Played out to the right. Rijkaard. Raul. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Van Basten. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Yaya Toure. Pires. Raul. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Lewandowski. Always onto this. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's heaved it away. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Raul has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Just off target.
Roberto Baggio is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
That's a sharp pass.
that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Scholes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Perez, looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. And this is Perez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And he's done it! A goal at a really telling moment. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
There will be 1 minute added time.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Foot in. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham to take it as usual. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Van Basten. Perez. Jordan Henderson gets the foot in and wins the ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Pass is just off target. Perez. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It's Lewandowski! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Lewandowski. He's through here. And he's away. Joelinton. Surely! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Oblak looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Beckham short changes him with that pass. Roberto Baggio shifted it to the flank. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Van Basten is onto it in a flash. And it's Perez. Pullet. And this is Roberto Baggio. Scholes. Now it's Lewandowski.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Elise. Well timed, excellent interception. Beckham. Oh, perfectly measured. Roll! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has been cleared. And it's Hullet. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is a great pick out. Showing good feet. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Jordan Henderson. Some really good ball move. It's Lewandowski! That is terrific from Lewandowski! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just cruising! They are cruising!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's got away. And this is Lewandowski.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Yaya Toure. Perez. Now it's Perez. And he skips past his man. Beckham. Van Basten. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's a pretty loose pass.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And this is Roberto Baggio. He's found a way through. Van Basten. To Beckham. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that looks a... Lewandowski!
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Joelinton. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now, what about a counter-attack? Aims beyond the defence. Always onto this. And the finish! No, got right underneath it. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweet...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's bustling through here! And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio! There was plenty of power on that. Pullet. Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Bale. Yaya Toure. Out towards the flank. That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cannavaro. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Baggio, looking for the run. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Think through. It's Rui Costa! It's hit the uprights. Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cannavaro.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bale. Roberto Carlos. Marquinhos does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, they can break here. And it's Bergomi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played in deep. Oh, it's come off the upright. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, he certainly...
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's been given away. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Bergomi carries the ball down the right. Cannavaro. Beckenbauer. Bergomi. Bergomi hurtling down that right flank. Bale. Ambitious ball here. Oblak breathes a sigh of relief as he... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Roberto Carlos, he's got tall. Gullit. And it's Baggio. Goes looking wide. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Very nicely done. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Played into space. Now it's Gullit. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. Beckenbauer looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Tries to pass it through. And there's green grass ahead of him. Marquinhos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Great ball, and he's in here. Flashes it across.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Raul. Now it's Roberto Baggio. That has ended up in no man's land. Bergomi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Beckenbauer. Bergomi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Raul. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Oh, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's gone for goal! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
It's their second corner of the game. Olise with the short one. Early ball out from the back. And now they can spring out of defence. He's had it taken off him. Spread neatly. Bale gets it. He's gone for goal! Defending was strong and firm. It's Ibrahimovic! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 22, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 6.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really...
Shevchenko! He's done very well to get to that.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Keeper has taken decisive action.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rodri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this?
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Perez. And it's Rodri. It's a really well-measured ball. In with the challenge. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock
everybody,
horns.
and welcome
This
to
is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to...
Face to face with the keeper. Foot in. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Akanji getting this one clear. Taken back almost at once. And here's Raul.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, shoot, and pull it! And that was very necessary. Hazard. That's good vision. And he's running through. Mbappe! That has not worked out as planned.
Mbappe might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mbappe! And the shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, important interception. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And he's Toure with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Oh, not quite. Robertson, nicely aimed pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pull it. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as they're going to go.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Bouten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ruben Neves knocks it out wide, played back in. Rijkaard, some resolute defence. He's going for goal! Well, there's a probing ball. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Perez. It's Perez! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. Raul. Defending of the desperate variety.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now, Rijkaard!
Rijkaard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That has not gone well. And it's Salah. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pull it. Well, that is one way to stop him. Back into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Pull it. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Ball played for Rijkaard. Pires showing great feet there. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good-looking ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good spread. Mohamed Salah. In with the challenge. Pull it. Rijkaard. Time and again they are repelled. He's through, now is he in? Shot could be... Shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Serginho has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Serginho. Mohamed Salah on a strong run down the right. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Now it's Roberto Baggio, played through into space. And no, that was never going to make it. No, that's been intercepted. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Nicely weighted ball. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And this is Hazard. Shot, surely! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is Mohamed Salah. And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries a deft little ball. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gullit. That has been slung wide.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe gets into a good position. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gullit. And smartly reclaimed. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Camavinga threads one in. In comes the corner. Corner number 2 then.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Gullit. Number 23,
He's taking no chances
Coming
there.
on the field. Number 41, right.
And it's Hazard.
Number 17, Gaisca Mendieta.
Out towards the flank. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ruben Neves cuts it out. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Mbappe. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard. That's good play. Camavinga. Ruben Neves. And that's gone loose. Knocks it into space.
Inter can really think about the precious...
Roberto Baggio. Decent chance! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Daniel Van Buiten. Number 3, Rijkaard. Coming on the field, number 21, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 16, Rodri.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. All square again into the dying minutes.
Has been indicated.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Alexander-Arnold gets flagged offside. Roberto Baggio, he's found a way through. Great chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.